Hey, this is Zach from Let's Camp, and today I'm going to show you how to make a booking. So I'm going to be doing this from my demo account, so the campgrounds and everything are not going to be real, just a testing, staging environment. So from our home page, you will see that now the first thing that it asks for is a campground name. If you know the name of the campground you want to book at, which a lot of people do, you can go ahead and type it in and pick it from the drop-down list. Then you want to pick your camping style. This list used to be a lot longer. We kind of just took all of the RV lengths and put them into one. It's now going to ask you for RV length instead of making you pick like a range like it used to. And then you'll want to pick your check-in date. So let's do July 6th to July 13th. Now search campsites. So it's going to respond with all of the available campsites that have availability during the times and for the unit type that I added. If I again want to filter down by just the campground I want, that's fine, I can do that here. And if I wanted to search by location, I would do that in this Camping Near Me one. So I click on Demo Camp. When you get to the profile page, as always, you'll see some great images that you can scroll through. You can see the name, all of the amenities. Another thing that's new here is this Upcoming Seasons and Booking Dates tab. If you click that, it'll drop down and tell you from now moving forward, any of the upcoming booking dates. So that is the dates that the campgrounds start taking bookings. And you'll see here it says a minimum of 1 night, and all of the ones in my staging do, but campgrounds might set 1 night, 7 nights, 14 nights, 30 nights. Some campgrounds like to stagger their bookings so that they can get those big long ones in there so that it's easier for everyone to book their spot. And so over here you can see, because I chose RV, there's now a spot for RV length, so I will choose 36. It's feet by default. If you want to switch that to meters, you can. Obviously 36 meters is way too big, so switch back to feet. And I can see that there are 6 available sites. So now I'm going to click login and search campsites. If you already have a login for Let's Camp, you can go ahead and use that here. If you don't, you can click the register button at the bottom and set up an account really quickly. If you have had an account with Let's Camp in the past, like over the last couple of years, you may still need to make a new one, just based on whether or not it was on our old system. Campgrounds used to each have their own, so if you wanted to book at 3 campgrounds, you had to have 3 logins. Now it's 1 for all of them, so you may have to make 1, but you'll be able to use that going forward. Again, because I have an account, I'm just going to submit, and that'll bring me to the Campground Map Search page. So over on the right here, any of the ones that are highlighted in blue are available given my criteria. Any of the ones in black are not available, either because they don't match my criteria, maybe they're tenting sites, maybe they have water, or something else that I have not chosen. So as I scroll down here, I can change my RV length, my dates that I've already set. I can add the number of guests, number of pets, and then down under accessibility is stuff like water, sewer, all of those things that might be important. You'll see that when I added sewer, none of the sites that were matching the rest of my criteria had sewer service. So I will either have to change how I want to get it, or look for another campground maybe that has sewer service if that's really important to me. So I will click on number 7 here. I guess you can also choose to choose a site from the drop down here. The only difference is whether or not you're clicking on the map. I guess you can compare prices if there are differences in prices. So I will pick number 21 in this case and go book this site. If I pick 21 over here, I could also scroll down to see all of the information and then book this site. So it gives me 10 minutes to complete my booking. It should fill out most of my guest information, especially if I have booked before. So I will just hit continue. And then it's going to ask me about add-ons I want. Let's add some firewood and apply and continue. Then if you have a promo code that the campground has created, you can use it here. Under payment method, I have booked before, so it's got my payment method saved. If not, I could just add new payment method. So this is just a test visa. I have to agree to Let's Camp's terms and conditions and the campground's terms and conditions, and then I will pay in full. If a campground has set up deposits, that will be available. It's not always the case. It depends on the campground and it depends on the site. So I'll just go ahead and click Confirm Booking. Give it a second to load, and finally it'll get me to my thank you for your booking. You'll also receive a confirmation email with the email that you used and just some last information to take a look over. So that's all there is for this one. Thanks for watching.